We are back with another forever friend this morning, and joining us with an adoptable pet that could be yours is Zach Fenoff with the Midcoast Humane. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, tell us about the guest you brought. And I can't believe you're not even, there's no leash, you're not holding on to him.
Nope, it's Redbud I brought here today. He's personally one of my favorite bunnies we've got at the shelter. He is incredibly smart. I actually brought his puzzle feeder with us today because he loves to pull treats and carrots and bananas out of the puzzle feeder.
What's his personality like?
Oh, he's got a lot of spunk to him. He will let you know how he's feeling. He's very good at communicating. We know that he doesn't care for other rabbits, but he is super affectionate. He comes when you call his name. He loves taking pets, and he's a very smart rabbit. I think he could learn a lot of things when he gets home.
All right, we have carrots right here too. So if I decide to adopt a bunny rabbit, when I was a kid, we probably did the wrong thing. We used to feed him peanut butter cookies. You advise probably against that, but what do you feed a rabbit?
So a rabbit should have access to hay the entire time it's there, so plenty of access to hay. You should be giving about a cup or so of greens. So mixing those greens with like leafy greens, spinach, and romaine, plus you don't want to do too much of that, so mixing it in with carrots, berries, lots of different variety for them to get those nutrients that they need.
What kind of home does he need to be in? Like, what kind of owner would be best?
So for him, he's actually an incredibly active rabbit who wants a lot of time and a lot of attention and a lot of things to do. So if you're looking for a rabbit who's going to keep you on your toes and lots of fun and lots of activity, I think Redbud is the guy for you.
All right, is this a normal size? As
Right.
He almost gets ready to fall off the table. Is this a normal size for a rabbit? It seems a little big.
He's on the bigger side for what we've got at the shelter. He's a fairly large rabbit compared to some of the others that we've got, yes.
Can I try to feed him a carrot?
Oh yeah, I'm
Is
sure.
he going to try to grab this?
He might be distracted by the bananas.
I might
He
just lay it right here for him.
He's digging on that banana right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you said you brought his puzzle here with him. Are rabbits smart animals, maybe compared to like a cat or dog? Would you say they're all kind of in the same category there?
Yeah, they're about on par with that. They are prey animals, so they tend to be a little bit more scared than the cats or dogs of us as humans. But once you've built that relationship and that bond with them, they can absolutely learn different routines and tricks as well.
All right, I don't know, this kind of a silly question, but every time I watch a rabbit, when they shake their nose, what are they doing? What does that mean?
More often than not, they're just kind of sniffing and engaging with the environment. More for what I look for are things like thumping. When they're thumping their back legs, that usually means they're a little bit upset by something. Or when they're jumping and spinning, they're actually having fun. It looks like they're a little distressed, but they're actually really enjoying themselves.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the shelter, what shelter you work for, and if you need donations right now?
So I work for Midcoast Humane. We have two campuses, one in Brunswick and one in Edgecombe. We currently have about 382 animals in our care between both campuses, as well as our foster homes. So we are always looking for more support, whether that's through donations, participating in our events, or coming in and volunteering with us.
All right, so bunnies plus dogs and cats. What else do you have at your center?
Right now I've got available a hamster, some guinea pigs, there's a rat who just came into our care who will likely be available pretty soon. So we do have a variety of different small animals. It just depends on what day you come in.
And you said he is up for adoption right now, is that right?
I will be heading back to the Brunswick shelter today, putting him on the adoption floor, and he can go home if you'd like to come in and meet him.
Sounds good. Now, bunnies aren't for every home. Talk about, do you need to keep them in a pen because they like to chew, or what makes a good home for a bunny?
So one of the important things is having a bunny safe space for them. So bunnies like to chew, right? So avoiding any kinds of wires, any kinds of like materials that might get like metals or things that might bother his teeth. We generally recommend a nice little X pen, kind of like you set up for a puppy to play. And we set up a litter box, plenty of treats. They should be getting rabbit food as well as the hay, and then a little cup of greens, and lots of toys too, because he's gonna need lots and lots of things to do in that area.
So I'm not a rabbit expert, so I don't know the answer to this. Is this the same kind of rabbit that you would see in the wild, or is it a different breed?
It's a different breed. So there are different kinds of rabbits. You may see a rabbit like him out in the wild. There are some domesticated rabbits that do get released, unfortunately, by their owners, but there's a difference between what you think of as a wild rabbit and what we think of as a domesticated rabbit.
When I lived in Colorado, we see wild jackrabbits all over the place, and my dog would try to chase after them. They are so fast.
Yes.
If he gets out of a pen, how fast is this bunny?
You're going to be running for a little bit. He's definitely very, very quick. One of the fun things about him too is he jumps quite high, even for a rabbit. So he can get up onto chairs or up onto couches. I've had to chase him around a little bit when he hops out of the door on me. But yes.
All right, let's talk about your shelter again one more time here. Do you have any events coming up that people should check out?
We do, actually. Okay. Next Friday, we're going to be hosting our annual Cat Naps and Doggy Dreams Sleep-In. That event will have 10 generous volunteers who are each setting up their own individual donation page right on our website at midcoasthumane.org. They'll be collecting donations from their own family, friends, and community members in order to support the work that we're doing. So everything that they raise will go right towards the care of our dogs, cats, rabbits, and everything else.
All right, how long, I mean, take us through how you do an adoption at your place.
Sure. So we do same-day adoptions. We have fairly low barriers to adoptions. Basically, what we try to do is you come in, you meet the animal that you're interested in, and then you talk to us. We have a long 20 to 30-minute conversation, just making sure that the animal that you are interested in is going to work out in your household. We talked about how Redbud is a very, very active rabbit. If you have the kind of household where you only have maybe an hour or so to put into the care of a rabbit, Redbud's probably not your best choice. You'd want somebody who's a little bit more mellow and less socially engaged.
All right, so what's your website so folks can learn more about your shelter?
Absolutely, it's midcoasthumane.org. Right on there, you'll see all the donation pages for the upcoming Cat Naps and Doggy Dreams. I also wanted to let you know that next Friday for that event, we'll actually be extending our open hours. So we will be open until 7 p.m. We'll have activities for lots of kids with craft events, free popcorn. We're also going to be trick-or-treating in all of the kennels and cages with the individuals, and we're going to be offering a mystery discount adoption during that event. So on Friday, if you come in and you adopt any of our animals, you could pull a mystery adoption number from out of the cauldron, getting anywhere from 15 to 50% off your normal adoption fee.
I can't believe how good this bunny is just sitting on the table. I would have thought it would choke right out of here.
I know I don't want to jinx it, but I've been shocked by that too. He's comfy right here, I guess.
Absolutely.
I guess he knows where the food is.
Well, there's that too.
All right, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.